Yeah, this is downtown Los Angeles, Adrienne. Behind me, the big gray building, that's the Federal Detention Center. We've heard so much about the federal courthouse. Just to the right of that, you see the row of police cars. What you can't see just off camera, a crowd of police in riot gear off to the distance. These people behind me be turned around by the police down the end of the road. More police in riot gear over here. And throughout the day, even now, multiple police helicopters, including a few minutes ago, Customs and Border Patrol Black Hawk helicopter flying over as those protests in Los Angeles continue. Outside the U.S. federal courthouse in Los Angeles, epicenter of the protests against Donald Trump's push to deport ever more undocumented immigrants, his use of National Guard forces on full display in the face of the California government insisting Trump is way out of line on all of it. In the crowd, fury and fear. How do you feel about what's going on in your country right now?
It's horrible. I mean, I'm Latino. Everybody I know is Latino. People are scared. I know people who haven't left their house since he's been elected. It's horrible.
The anger had been rising all weekend after federal immigration officers raided local workplaces, hauling off those they deemed as in the U.S. illegally. Remnants of burnt vehicles set afire on the weekend, a reminder the protests, while mostly peaceful, have also turned chaotic. The families and supporters of some of those detained in a separate protest elsewhere in the city.
Ayúdenos, por favor.
Help us, please, said Perla Rios. Please help our people to get out of where they are. Meanwhile, union leader David Huerta, arrested on the weekend, charged with blocking immigration authorities during one of the raids, now released on bond.
We will have our time for justice, but we must do it in a way that we demonstrate the power of working people.
And from California's Democratic leadership, forceful pushback against Trump in a dramatic step, now challenging the president on this in court.
I, in partnership with Governor Gavin Newsom, are suing President Trump and asking the court to set aside the president's unlawful action federalizing the California National Guard.
And all of this as word the Pentagon is now deploying 700 U.S. Marines to Los Angeles. For his part, Trump targeted California's governor, calling Gavin Newsom incompetent.
Look at the job he's doing in California. He's destroying one of our great states. And if I didn't get involved, if we didn't bring the Guard in, and we would bring more in if we needed it, because we have to make sure there's going to be law and order.
That's a message Adrienne protesters told me was needless, misguided, and incendiary.
So, Paul, at this point, where do things go from here?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. No one knows. Even as we've been standing here, Adrienne, we've been hearing multiple flashbangs just off in the distance. But look, it seems that Donald Trump is stepping things up on top of word today of another 700 U.S. Marines being deployed. Donald Trump today authorizing 2,000 more National Guard to be sent just in case they're needed.
Okay. Paul Hunter in Los Angeles. Thank you, Paul.